Good evening, everyone. My name is Scott Bergen.
And I'm Nicole Bergen from Nicole Bergen Salon.
We're both past Metro members, and I served on the board as social director and president. We'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate the Metro Club on its 65th anniversary. Cheers!
How are we doing? 2 cameras. Oh my god, okay. Hi, John.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm very well.
Okay. So, tell me what Metro means to you and how did it start?
Well, Metro started for me at a young age. Back in 1983, I was introduced to the club by a gentleman by the name of Barry Eford. At the time, I worked for an office supply firm, Gregory Cartwright Office Products. And he told me, come with me for lunch. And I came back from lunch, and as a young guy, I just thought you go to work and you work hard, and that's how you make money. And what Barry taught me was all you need to know in life, you don't need to know everything, you just need to know who to call. And at the time he tossed me a little white book. And I said, what is this book? And it was a membership roster for the Metro Club. And within that roster it had everything from lawyers to locksmiths. And as I learned more and more about the club, I saw the interactions of people, not only from a business standpoint, but from a teaching standpoint and also a friendship standpoint, where, quite frankly, for me, many of those friendships are long-lasting back to those days. So that was my intro to the club.
Okay, I'm Wes Schallenberg. I've been a Metro member since 93 or 94. It's been one of the best business decisions I think I've made. In 94, it was very suit and tie. I think the year before, or a couple of years before that, they might have banned smoking. They got rid of the bar. You had a bar at lunch, at some lunches before that, yeah. We had just moved to the Fort Garry Hotel. It was about 60 people every week. It was just very professional. People were on time. It was a serious thing. Every Wednesday, there was not a week off all year. Everything was pen and paper. All the leads were tabulated, and the next couple of days after the meeting, every member would get a fax, and the fax had the Metro News, and it was 3 or 4 pages. It was full of leads and full of updates and anniversaries and maybe some birthdays, and it was an introduction to who the speaker was for the following week. A very valuable newsletter. It was something that had who did deals between each member, even what general leads were coming to the city, and those were always good. And if you weren't in that letter, you felt guilty for not contributing, so you went out of your way to help other members, and they went out of the way to help you.
Hi.
Hello,
Costa.
Elena.
Hi.
How are you?
That's unexpected. How great that you're working at the Fort Garry
Yes.
Hotel. So you are Costa Chalakis.
Correct, from Broadway Florist. Been a Metro Club member for over 13 years.
Who brought you to the club?
The legend Al Gray from Vacuum Flow.
And how did it happen?
He just called, he was in the store, and he says, we're looking for a new florist for this Metro Club. And I said, well, I don't know what it is. He goes, it's a business club, leads, you meet different people from different fields. He goes, come and try it out. So I went there the next week, and it was actually here at the Fort Garry Hotel. I was kind of shy at the point because I didn't know what I was getting into, but over the time you keep going once a week, and you get to know everybody in the club, and you have some good conversations, and it's nice to talk to people in your city of what they do, and you learn from them. And then when you ever need something, you know who to call because you can trust these people when you're in this business club.
My name's Cody, and I'm the owner of Purposeful Movements. It's a health coaching company, and we help Indigenous communities, businesses, organizations, and mainly teams put their health first, right? A lot of people who struggle to put their health first because they're busy taking care of everyone else. Or when you're a boss, think about everyone else, and then you're like, oh yeah, me. Our whole focus is to help people put themselves first and help their teams feel strong and connected, and at the same time work with communities. So yeah, Metro. So Metro I got into through Daryl. I was actually at a trade show and I was there and I was talking with Daryl. I already knew Daryl Brown from Kissick way back when I was at Legacy Bose Group. He told me about Metro and how it could be helpful to connect with more business owners, and I thought that was kind of cool, you know.
I'm Leslie Trache. I joined with my husband Jerry back in 2005, and he was the one who was supposed to be the active one, and I ended up being. We were members until I think 2019.
But you were a co-rep?
We were co-reps, yeah. I took on, after not even the first year, I got on the social committee, and then I kind of went up from there, took all the positions until I became chair.
And you became president?
Mm-hmm.
Not the chair, the president.
Yeah.
The president.
Metro and I turned 50 the same year.
Oh, wow.
So now you know how old I am.
Who brought you to the club, you and Jerry? Who was the...
Bob Upton.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so he just approached you?
He approached Jerry. He knew him, and somehow he knew him. I'm not sure how. I think it was through a friend. He told him about the club, and Jerry was very interested, and he joined, and I joined as the co-rep, and we had the home building, the residential home building category.
President Ball each year was something you look forward to. It was a sort of a thank you to that president. You take it seriously. I think every president took it quite seriously. Some went above and beyond. I remember my president's ball on the main floor of this hotel. One of my hobbies is I like to cook, so I remember the florist at the time, you know, it was wooden spoons inside of bouquets, and it was a cake decorating contest, and my whole family was there, and
I remember
that was really
one,
wonderful.
yeah.
That one was really, really good.
And was a surprise for you.
It was
Usually
a surprise. I mean, you never know what to expect. The Metro balls always had something funny. I remember one time Peter Heavysage was president, and there was a head table, and we had a murder mystery. That was the theme. And one of the actresses of the murder mystery was asking questions to the head table, and she dropped the mic underneath the table, and her earring or something got caught in Peter's sports jacket. So all you saw was this head bopping up and down, trying to get from underneath the table on Peter's lap. So.
Well, embarrassing. I remember sitting at the president's table, and I don't remember if I was president yet at the time, but I think I might have been, and so that was even worse. And I remember getting up and introducing people and sitting back down, and you know, we're having our lunch, and I went to pour coffee, and the pot just wasn't opening properly for whatever reason, and I'm trying to pour it, and it almost exploded everywhere, all over the table. So anyway, they came and cleaned it all up, and then somebody, I think it was Les again, says, "Do you want some coffee?" I said, "Yes, please." And he picks up the pot, and as he's looking at me, he nicely, cleanly pours the pot. I just was so nervous. Yeah. I didn't press the button to open it, and it just made such a crazy mess.
But
that
it's
was
funny.
one of the things.
And
Yeah,
he was very gracious about it.
he was very, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
funny.
Several things. From a fun side, I recall back long before we were at this wonderful venue at the Fort Garry, it was at the International Inn. They would always serve a jelly salad that no one ever touched, and so one week we stuck a toothpick in just to see if it showed up the next week. But we had a good laugh when we recognized that toothpick was still there. So no one ever ate the jelly salad. Some of the other items that are highlights for me would be the sense of pride that I have in bringing people into the club, particularly newer businesses that have really flourished and succeeded, where some have become president. You know, Tracy Dick, for example, her business flourished because of the club, friendships that she generated together with myself, and the projects together we were able to share. One of the most memorable things for me was years ago receiving what was deemed as the Barry Eford Memorial trophy. And that was heartwarming for me because this, I believe it was from contributions to the club. And at the time, happened to be active in many roles. But it was heartwarming for me because Barry was the gentleman that introduced me to the club. So, you know, goes around, comes around. The old adage of the more you put in, the more you get out.
I feel like we need the Todd Halston Trophy now, because you're probably one of the longest standing member.
You know, from a personal note, my business has flourished because of the members within this club. Why wouldn't you want to join an organization where you're the sole representative of that category?
And hold.
I think when you're on the board, you grow a bond with the group because you're always there every month and you have some good funny stories, or when you have your wind-ups and you go out with everybody, you have some good times that way.
Have you participated in all of the outside of lunch events, our other events?
Probably about 80% of them. Usually the golf, or like sometimes Kelly Faubert had like a pool night somewhere. And
What's the pool night? How did I miss that? What was the pool night?
I think it was just playing pool at one of the local places on...
Oh, the pool...
Pool hall, sorry,
Not
pool
the
hall.
Pool, okay.
No pool parties yet.
Maybe that's the
Yeah.
next thing.
Maybe we'll have to do that.
Anything funny about Metro Club? I don't know, there's always fun stuff with the golf. I remember the first year we had a turtle, a big massive turtle that was there, and we were picking that up and checking it out. That was stuck on the 17th hole or something, and Daryl got it. Golf is always fun, you know, enjoying connecting, right? When you sign up, you got to basically have a subscription to cheesecake.
And chicken.
Yeah, cheesecake, chicken, mashed potatoes.
I'm in my car on the way home from Vietnam. I just completed a 100-kilometer trek through Cambodia and then came to Vietnam for a few days. It was crazy out there. I did want to just send a quick video though, because you all donated to me and made me feel so special and supported. And I think that's what the Metro Business Club is all about. Supporting one another and our businesses and just the personal relationships that we all build with one another. I think that those are what mean the most to me. And I also obviously appreciate your business. To me, it's an amazing group of people that support one another, business, personal, and you guys all supporting me for this trek has just been incredible and heartwarming. I did it. I'm one of 3 people that isn't destroyed by blisters. I'm feeling strong and grateful and completely exhausted. See you when I get home. I'm excited to party with you all 1 week from today. It's gonna be a great time celebrating this club and 65 years and all of you that make it important and special. Thank you all. I can't wait to see you.
I saw your hair and I was like, that looks
When
like
I first was asked to speak
okay.
on behalf,
Why was that?
no worries. That was good because I messed up the first line. You're good at editing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, crap. Edit that part out. Let's do it again. Hi there. When I was first asked to speak on behalf of the spouses and partners of the Metro Club presidents, the first ladies and first gentlemen, if you will, I was honored and jumped at the chance. After all, our role is pivotal to their success. It comes with daunting pressure, especially for me. I felt pressure with everything. Is my smile bright enough? Is my support believable enough? Is my hair coiffed enough to be a first lady of this distinguished club? I find that this is a very important role. After all, they couldn't do their job without us.